Have you ever been on the ladder and just got absolutely decimated by a really cool deck list and you're like, man, I gotta try to make something like that? Well, that's how today's deck came to be. We're talking about Selesnya counters. Cue the intro. Let's talk about it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're talking about a Selesnya counters list. We're going aggro today, something we don't normally do here on the channel, but I was really impressed by a very similar list as this one on the ladder that absolutely crushed me, so I had to give it a try. And before we dive into this though and break this deck down for you, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I just ask if you take one moment to do so. It's a free way to help support the channel, and if you hit that little notification bell, you'll be notified whenever we post a video, which is 3 times a week, and you won't miss out on any future content. All right, so the card that really inspired me to build around Selesnya counters is the Jelly. This card right here was a card that I was not familiar with from the new set of the D&D and ran into it on the ladder and was not able to get rid of this thing. Didn't have any exiling effects and just was not able to do anything with this thing, because what it says is it's a 0/0 trampler for 1 and X. Well, if you pay X, whatever that may be, you put that many 1/1 counters onto the Jelly. So the Jelly does come into the arena with whatever, let's say 1. You put 1 on it, it comes in as a 1/1. Well, if you have at least 2 1/1 counters on the Jelly, whenever it dies, it comes right back as a token of itself with half the amount of 1/1 counters on it rounded down. So if you get this thing to, let's say, 5 counters, you're going to bring it back to life again after it dies. We round that down, so you're going to come back with 2 counters on it. So this thing just keeps coming back over and over, as long as you have a way to keep putting counters on it, which is great. We have plenty of ways to do that in this list. But that's the card we built this deck around and was inspired to build around. So how do we get this going? Well, let's start with the creatures, I suppose. We started off with Star Pupil. Star Pupil's a 0/0 as well. It also comes into the battlefield with 1/1 counters on it, just a 1 set. But what's really great about this is whenever it dies, it transfers the 1/1 counters that it had onto another creature. So if you get this thing really big and they eventually end up killing it, it just creates another threat and another problem for our opponent through another creature, which is awesome. We also have, we also have Swarm Shambler. So Swarm Shambler says whenever the Swarm Shambler or any other creature with the 1/1 counter on it gets targeted, we create insects, which is really nice because these insects are a great way to just kind of keep the battlefield fresh with creatures that we can keep putting 1/1 counters on. So the Shambler's a really nice little early drop as well. Got a full play set of both because we'd really like to have at least one of these in hand to start off a game. And then we already talked about the Jelly, and then we've also got a 2-drop in the Luminarch Aspirant, probably one of the best cards you can have in a Selesnya counters list. You guys are all probably familiar with this one, so we won't go over it too much. We've also got a Reef Ooze. Reef Ooze is really nice because once the Reef Ooze is on the battlefield for a full turn cycle, now when everything's attacking, they're just going to keep getting bigger as we attack. Every single time we attack with the Ooze, all of our other creatures with 1/1 counters get an additional 1/1 counter on it, so it's really nice. And then we've also got a Seeker's Chariot. This really has no counter synergy with the deck, but it's such a great green card. It's in a mono green right now. It's really just a great card to kind of refuel the battlefield, but it also counters our wolf tokens here, which we run ranger class. It also copies insect tokens. So there are ways to do it. Just don't ever copy your Jelly token, because your Jelly token will come back as a 0/0 and it will die right away. So, but there are a lot of tokens you can copy with the Seeker's Chariot. So there are some synergies there. So having 3 of these is really nice because it's a great way to kind of refuel the battlefield quickly. If you're kind of running low on creatures and you're getting removed off the battlefield. And then, like I said, we have 4 ranger classes just to keep pumping up our creatures and getting us some card advantage late in the game. We've also got 2 Guiding Voice, which allows us to go to our learned sideboard. We've also got 2 Vastwood Fortifications, which is going to give us 1/1 counters if we're getting flooded on land. And we've also got 3 Sparring Regiments, which also has a learn on it. But the MVP of the deck, Inscription of Abundance, our weakness, right? This deck's weakness is going to be aggro, mono white, mono green. They're just faster than us. They are. And so with this deck, we need to have some fight abilities, and the Inscription of Abundance is a way to do that. Not only do we get to fight creatures, we get to kick this quite often. And when we kick it, we get to fight a creature, put 1/1 counters on something, and we get to gain life, which is really what we're trying to do against aggro lists. All three of those things are very key to beating aggro matchups, so that's why that's there. And then our lands are as follows, pretty basic. I did throw in 2 Hydras though. Hydra is going to get us there as well in late game if they want to sweep the board and we just have a little bit extra damage we got to get through. That Hydra is kind of nice. And then lastly, we have our sideboard. We have 2 environmental sciences, 2 basic conjurations, probably the best card in all of the sideboarding. Green has the best lesson card. This is sweet because it goes in and it allows us to look for a creature, but it also allows us to gain 3 life. So this card right here is really nice to keep the juices flowing in the deck and keep the cards coming. We've also got expanded anatomy and a mascot exhibition. So this sideboard is really well oiled and tuned up for the particular deck that we have here today. But the gameplay, I'm not gonna lie guys, is a little weird. Not the greatest gameplay footage today. A lot of people were getting mana screwed. We got a salty guy who roped us, so have fun though, try to enjoy. We have some really cool games in here, and we'll see you guys at the end for some final thoughts. Peace. All right, here we go. Gonna be playing some Selesnya today because we haven't done Selesnya in a while. We've also haven't done anything aggro in a while, so it's gonna be a nice little change of pace. This is keepable. We get to go first too, which is kind of nice. All right, waiting on our opponent here. They mulligan and they throw a card back. Okay. I think this deck's gonna be pretty good, guys. I have a really good feeling about it. It's aggressive, but it's not as aggressive as most of these aggro lists, like these mono whites, these mono greens. So we're gonna have a little bit of a hard time dealing with those. But what's great about it is the fact that we've got some removal, so we can fight some creatures and do some interesting things. I think I want to go ahead and just end the turn. I don't want to play the jelly on 2 because if it gets, you know, a frostbite to the face, that would be a little unfortunate for us. Okay, that's annoying. That's a little bit annoying. That's fine though. All right. Drew a land, which feels good. All right, so now we can go with the ooze here. Put the counter on the ooze. I'm still swinging in because the outlaw unfortunately cannot block without trading. And if we lose the people, we get the 1/1 counter on the ooze. Starting next turn, we could do some really good stuff here. The Magda still can't attack, so creating a treasure is kind of out of the option here for them. Or they could create the treasure and just sacrifice the Magda for 1 treasure, but that seems like it'd be a bad idea. We're 1 away from being able to actually kick this already, so that's actually really good. Let's play the jelly for 3 or 2 and then play the guiding voice. That seems pretty good. And then we guiding voice the jelly. Let's grab, what do we want? Let's get a scientist just in case, because we need to hit that kicker, right? And then we attack because we get the 1/1 counters. We're getting super aggressive here. And even if they want to block the 2/2, that's fine. We get the both of the counters over onto the jelly. All right, sounds good to me. All right, now we got a 5/5 jelly. They're not going to be able to attack here at the Innkeeper, obviously, but I'm sure a Goldspan Dragon is in our future here. But we outpace a Goldspan at this point. All right, it's a Predator, huh? Okay, Predator, I see you. I see you, Predator. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. All right, we got the environmental sciences. Oh my gosh, they really just tap both of my white sources to play this. Now I have to grab another white source because I was going to play the Aspirant. What a terrible, terrible auto tapper, man. I would have liked to have grabbed green there, but unfortunately the game doesn't allow us to. Let's put the 1/1 counter on the Aspirant just so we can get it a little bit bigger, protect it a little bit better. Both of these attack because they both get the 1/1 counters. Putting a lot of pressure on our opponent really fast here. Asika's Chariot's nice too, always. It's just a great card, man. It's one of the best green cards right now, so. Definitely going to give it indestructibility, and they're going to exile a card from my graveyard, making it a 4/4. Yep. Taking 6, though. Yikes. And our jelly has trample, so good luck getting through that. All right. They scoop it up. They see the writing on the wall. I was gonna hit the abundance, but we were going to pay the kicker cost for it, so it was gonna get really bad for them. All right, good first game, but I'd like to see how we would do on the draw. I know this deck's obviously super good on the play, but let's see how we do on the draw if we can manage. We have a lot of ways to just, you know, keep valuing over, you know, like even if we lose the board state and like, you know, it's hard to explain, but basically keep gaining value over time and rebuilding. We have ways to do that. The Inscription of Abundance is a really good card to like help build us back into a game or like really surprise our opponent for a KO. I love this card. I think it's got a really good home here. This is a really good hand, by the way, and we're about to find out what it's like to be on the draw, so here we go. Here we go. We got a pretty solid hand, man. Good curve. Good mana curve. If we can find one more land and we get that Asika's Chariot out on time, that'd be great. Alright, no attacks. I wish I could, but they got the 1/2 in front of me, which is really hard to beat. This Rakdos list that we're about to run into right now is really good. I actually really enjoy this list. I wish I could make you guys a list like this, but I've seen it done so many times now and so many people are doing it, but it is really cool. It is really cool. I like it a lot. I think it's very powerful. Does some really cool things. In fact, actually, I think our boy Watts beat me with it a couple days ago. Let's see here. Smash, destroy target artifact, or create a treasure. They chose the treasure. Ooh, we get a regiment. I love that. Do we take that? And then go in with the 3/3. I wouldn't mind making that trade. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go in there with the regiment. Let's get the environmental sciences to get our land if we need it. And then get in there with the dog. Get the 1/1 on it. I'm happy to make this trade if they want to make it, because again, our creatures are just going to keep getting bigger, you know, and if we could just take out their creatures one at a time, we'll take it. We will take it. What do we want to do next turn? No, we got the environmental sciences if we need it. So yeah, I guess we go environmental sciences and then we hit level 2 on the ranger class. That could be good. That could be really good. All right, they attack with the painter. That's kind of aggressive. Ah, I see. Are they going to make me die? They are. Okay, got it. Got it. All right, well, do we go Asika's Chariot now then? And then maybe set up for like a fight on this? Yikes, this is tough. Okay, what do we do here? Asika's Chariot is nice, but so is a jelly for 3. Asika's Chariot. I think it's got to be a Asika's Chariot here. I do. I think it has to be. And then we just got to hope we top deck the land that we need for this. It's got to be a green source too. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we need a green source. Or next turn, we could go find the green source and then play in a jelly for 2, which is perfect. And then the following turn, we can hit it. But we're really far behind right now, man. The Prince of the on Death is really good. Such a great card. It's got trampling too, which is wild. At least we have a way to kill it. At least we're not high and dry. At least we have the abundance in hand and ready to go. And it's going to gain us a lot of life back, so that's kind of nice. Okay, we hit a land, but not the one we're looking for, so unfortunately the plan does have to continue here. We got to go find a green source. And then we have an option here. We can go with the ooze, or we can go with the jelly. I think we do this. Because I don't want to die to the Faceless Haven, right? So we'll do this. I guess this was kind of unnecessary, actually, because we're going to get the 1/1 from the Sparring Regiment, which I forgot about. I was going to put the ooze in and put the 1/1 counter there to make it bigger than the Faceless Haven, but it's already bigger than Faceless Haven, so let's just get in there. Nice. Nice. All right, jelly it is. Jelly it up. Jelly it up. Oh, that was a good soul shatter. Got me good there. You little scoundrel, you got me. All right, the jelly's nice though. Unless our opponent hits us with another soul shatter, that's fine because it comes right back as a 1/1. They did it on my end step though. That was pretty smart, so we don't get it back for another turn, but it's still fine. We're still pretty good here. They're down to only 1 card in hand, so I mean we're getting pretty close to being able to get them here. Once we get rid of that prince, man, we'll be in a really good spot. Oh, they ran out of cards, but they got a dispute, of course, so they get to refuel a little bit here. Oh my goodness. Talk about a really good card to top deck. And a treasure generator. They got a card that says they can draw things if they sacrifice treasures. And they drew a treasure generator. Okay. So, now we're in a bit of a pickle. Let's go ahead and get in for, let's see, 3, 4, 5. All right, we only got 1 mana left over, so we can't actually activate this, which is super unfortunate. Okay, well. What do we put the 1/1 counter on? The jelly? Yeah. The jelly is good. And let's see how they block. Or do we want to do it now? No, let's see how they block. Hopefully they put the merchant on the jelly. Nice, okay. That's really good, okay. So we'll kill the Magda, at least. Or no, we're actually gonna die. This changes things. I do want to kill the Magda here, which is really nice. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. We get the jelly back, and we get to do this. No! Oh my god, I clicked the wrong one. I meant to do that on the undead. Oh no. I mean, I guess it's fine. It's a 6/4 that we have to deal with. They don't get to draw cards anymore, which is nice. It works either way, kind of, but I really didn't mean to do it that way. I really didn't. I meant to kill the undead, but at least they're not able to draw cards, which is kind of nice. I just can't believe I just did that though. We're 2 shots from death here. Oh man. We're 2 shots from death. Can't believe I misclicked there. I see, don't rush, guys. Don't be like me and rush. That was... Hopefully they want to go more defense mode here. They do go defense mode. Wow, I didn't expect that, but thank God they did. All right. We can keep attacking with the jelly. And if we give it the 1/1 counter here, it gets, that's a 2/2, this is a 3/3, that's a 4/4. Oh, beautiful. This is actually beautiful. All right, let's give it here. And I don't mind swinging both of these, honestly. Jelly's a 4/4 now, so if they want to block with the undead, or the undeath, I'm sorry, I'm just going to keep calling it the undead, it makes more sense to me, then we're good. I'm happy to make this trade too on the Haven. That's also fine. Okay, we take away their Haven, we get back the Jelly. The Jelly gets pumped again because of the Ooze when it attacks, and it's going to get a pump from everything else. Yeah, this is about to get really good for us. They should have attacked last turn because they'd be swinging in for lethal right about now. I'm not too sure what they were worried about. I don't know why they went on defensive there, but we'll take it. I'm really happy because I feel like I deserve to win this just because I knew what I should have done right, but I didn't do it correctly. So it's a little unfortunate. Wow, they are being weird. I will tell you that. Now I feel a little weird winning this one because I feel like they're misplaying like really badly. All right, let's go here. Everything's gonna get 1/1 counters, man, when they swing in. And if I activate this for 3. All right, we should have a lethal, right? This should be lethal, we'll see. We gotta spread the love here. So 1 counter is definitely gonna go here because we need it to double up. And then the weakest thing, that's you. All right, that's the best way we can do it. And I'm pretty sure we have lethal here. Let's find out. They have the 1/1 that can block, and then they have the Faceless Haven that can block. So that still leaves how much unchecked? Oh, they don't block the 5/5? They have to block the 5/5, right? The 4/4, at least 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's lethal, right? Yeah. GG's. Oh my gosh. We really should have lost that game because of my misclick, but I mean, we'll take it. It was a sloppy victory, and I understand. I understand where we went wrong. No need to tell me. I should not have clicked that. I should have clicked the Undeath. But then they would have drawn cards too, so that could have ended up in a whole another realm there of problems. But we got the W. We'll take it. All right, here we go. Game number 3. We beat a pretty good deck there too. The Rakdos list is pretty good. They should have definitely capitalized on my misplay there, but we got away with one, and we'll take it. Get to go first. The mana scares me here, but we have a really good turn 1 and 2 play. Plus, we can play an additional third play with just 2 mana. So hopefully we can get there. Hopefully the mana can get us there. We'll need a couple land drops here for sure. Got the Pupil to start it out, which I love. I love the Pupil. Such a good card in this particular list. All right, we found our 3rd land. That's great. This makes for such an awkward choice to like kill something, right? If they have a kill spell, this makes for a really awkward choice. All right, we're gonna go here because the Ooze is really gonna get crazy out of hand if we can just get 1 turn to attack with it. Because everything's going to get pumped here, and it's going to get wild. I think we won. Opponent missed a land drop, and they're running red, which is going to be burn. Yeah, that's a GG. That was an easy one. They took a 2-land hand, and if they're running burn, not necessarily the best type of removal for us. So we'll take it. Another win. All right, that was a really quick one. Our opponent there got a little bit mana screwed, but you know, it happens to all of us, that's for sure. I thought we were going to be the ones on the receiving end there, the mana screw, but we got out of there alive, which is great. This is not good. See, this would be mana screw central. We get to go first though again, which is great. But okay, I mean, we can keep it. Guiding Voice is more value over time. Do we get rid of though if we do that? Do we get rid of the Jelly? Maybe we get rid of the Jelly. And the reason I'm doing that as opposed to getting rid of the Guiding Voice is because Guiding Voice can go into the sideboard after it gives us a 1/1 counter. and the sideboard has a card in there that allows me to go searching for creatures. So it is essentially a creature card and a 1/1 counter, so there's more value there. All right, let's go here, get the pupil down, and get the 1/1 counters rolling. All right, we're looking good. They're off to a slow start. I like these. I like these slower decks. They're easier for us to beat than the aggressive decks. Believe it or not, we have a little bit better. Do I just activate this now? That might actually be not. That might not be a terrible idea. Let's just activate the 3rd level now. Spread the love here on the counters. But yeah, the slower decks tend to get run over by us pretty quickly, unless of course they're running like crazy amount of removal. But a board wipe 2 can really end our day pretty badly. But did they miss a land drop again? Ooh, that's unfortunate. Let's hit that guiding voice, and then let's go find some more creatures here, just like I was saying before. Oh, they have removal? Oh no. Oh, no, just negating. Okay. Okay. Alright, well, we have potentially lethal next turn. Let's see what our opponent ends up doing here. We have another abundance on top of our deck, too, which is amazing. Oh, they're done. Good game. They missed the land drop again. All right, well, I mean, not the biggest and greatest showcasing of victories, but we are moving up the ladder and showing you how fast this deck can be. So, on to the next one. All right, let's have a good battle here. Hopefully, I want to get a good battle here. Thievery Tower. I feel like I played this person before. We get to go first. A couple Ranger classes are nice. I like those early. We saw how good those can be, so we'll keep. We will keep and drop a land, say go. They got the new sleeves. I'm about to unlock these ones. These ones are pretty cool. I love all the new dragon sleeves. They're all pretty sweet. I also like the new dragon pets. I just think they're a little big. Like my little owl behind me. It's nice and small and cute, you know? Feels like that dragon will eat it. All right, we got the Ooze on turn 2, or I'm sorry, turn 3, and then follow it up with a Seeker's Chariot, which could be good. Oh no, they're running Rakdos. Oh no, Rakdos Goldspan, so it's gonna be a lot of treasures and nonsense. Okay. Let's go Ooze. Let's go Ooze before they're able to steal it with another Valky or something like that. I think Ooze is more important than the Ranger class here because, like I said, if they have another Valky, they can steal it. They can't steal my other stuff, which is great. Opponent's got priority here because of Valky's ability, even though they have no mana, which is kind of odd. Give the Wolf a 1/1 counter. The next turn we can go a Seeker's Chariot, or we can go another Ranger class and pump the other Ranger class. That could be good too. But either way, we're putting the pressure on ASAP, so let's go. Get some damage in there. I'm sure it's going to be a treasure generating creature or something like that, and they're going to get the Goldspan out the following turn. Oh, they Bloodchief's Thirst. Interesting. They chose this for red too, didn't they? So they're short on black mana, so no more removal coming in, I don't think. Oh, they do have more removal. Just kidding. Just when you think you know a guy. Just when you think you know somebody. All right, let's go Seeker's Chariot. This is a great way to refuel the battlefield, like, immediately. It's pretty debilitating to get hit with the Seeker's Chariot after you just cleared a battlefield, because it's just like, man, my opponent just dropped a endless creature generating tool on the field. It's really annoying. There's the treasure. We knew it was coming. This creature right here, the Merchant Man, is probably the most annoying creature I've ever seen in my entire life. They don't attack with Valky. Smart. Smart. Okay, here's where it gets really fun. We got the inscription ready to go. So, how do we want to do this? I think we want to crew up first. Right? We're going to get in for an attack, copy a cat, and then we're just going to absolutely body them with the inscription. Okay. The question becomes, though, who do we kill? Because I kind of want them to block and I want to fight. Yeah, let's give them a chance to block. Give them a little chance to block, see what they want to do. Hopefully they do block with the either one or both of these. That'd be great. And then we hit them with the inscription and get them out of here. They're definitely not going to block with two because that would be silly, but nothing, huh? All right, well, you don't really have an option for nothing here. Let's go. The question becomes, do I want to make one of my cats really big or do I want to make this big? Because it's something we have to keep crewing, you know what I'm saying? They could have artifact killers here. This is tough. Let's put on a cat. Gain life. Cat fights you. So unfortunate though, because they just sack it and then they draw cards. Okay, they don't. All right, looking good. We're looking good. We got our ooze back before they could turn it into an ooze, so that's nice. And then, oh, the predator coming down. They must not have the mana right now, too. Yeah, what's with this? What's with tonight, man? I feel like everyone's been getting like mana screwed or like not drawing the mana they need. I don't know, man, but we'll take it. Moving on up. Well, another victory there, but again, it looked like our opponent was struggling with mana. Maybe our opponents just aren't getting the memo, man. You need. I'm at the firm belief that you need to have at least 25 lands in your deck, at least, because you're just not going to get them otherwise. I know flooding is a thing too, but I'd rather flood than not have enough mana to play the game. All right, we got turn 1, 2. Okay, this is not bad. Not bad. Can we find the mana this time? We are on the draw, so hopefully. Hopefully we can. Got the layer of Hydra, which could be helpful down the road for like a late game victory. Almost to diamond though already, guys. Almost to diamond. That's the goal, man. Get to diamond fast. There's going to be a rank reset in the middle of the month this time around, so let's hope we can. Hopefully we can get ready for it. I am willing to make this trade, even though I don't get the 1/1 counter from the pupil. I am willing to still make this trade because that Usher can get really annoying by. Okay, well, no trade here. That's annoying. Let's go with, what do we go with? That's probably gonna have to be a land. So I suppose we match them here, but if we match them, yeah, that's pretty good still because we match them and then we block. We put the 1/1 counters here. Yeah, that seems fine. That seems fine. Our opponent's running a mono white aggro list. So they're gonna be a lot more aggro than we are, and they were on the play, so they have a pretty clear advantage here. Yikes, okay. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay, well, things are getting ugly quickly. Got another one. That's pretty interesting. We kind of rinse repeat here. Hopefully we can pull it off, but another apparition would definitely derail those plans. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to get our pupil to block the fallen and have a place to send those 3 1/1 counters. So we send them over to the aspirant, and then the aspirant is now big enough to block the following turn. But man, at this point we're so far behind on the board state. Like, look at their board. Like, it's just going to be too hard to keep up with. Going on the draw against an opponent built for this much speed is nearly impossible to deal with. Good news is we got our dog. And we got another dog. So we got some creatures here. And definitely going to go here because that Usher the Fallen's going to get big. and then we kill it. We kill it with our own aspirant, which is not a trade I would like to typically make, but unfortunately we don't have an option here. Otherwise it's just going to keep getting too big. All right, they decide not to do that. They decide to go the safe route and just go in the air. I need to find an inscription so I can fight that. There's really no way out of this, ladies and gentlemen. There is no way out of this one. Just got to get as much bodies down as we can to fight and block best we can. I am going to go here because if, again, if they want to go to the Usher of the Fallen, I need to be ready for it. All right, well... here we go. I wish the Ooze, man, I wish it said that if the 1/1 counters, they get an extra 1/1 counter when they attack. I wish it was like right away. I wish the Ooze didn't have to attack with it. That would be such a better card, but... the only thing that saves us here is an inscription. That's it. We don't find it. We do not find it, unfortunately. That's a concedal. Concede. Dang, mono white aggro. Still the superior aggro. It's all good though. All right, well, we were bound to lose a game here, but I honestly kind of expected that to be our toughest like kind of matchup. The mono whites and the mono greens, I feel like those are going to be our toughest matchups. Without an inscription in hand, it's going to be pretty much impossible for us to beat those. Part of me wants to put the jelly out on turn 2 here. I typically wouldn't do that, but we have a sparring regimen. So if we follow up the next turn, oh, well, we don't get to use after all. All right, no ooze for us. Just kidding, we got another ooze. I keep calling it the ooze. It's a jelly. I keep forgetting it's a jelly. All right, we're gonna attack all day on that because Valky's not gonna block nothing because it's scared. Valky's scared. Oh, they got some red in there, huh? Playing some Jund. Good old Jund sacrifice, huh? All right. All right, I see you. Let's go here. Sparring regimen all day long. Get that ooze up to a 2/2. Trample, so if you want to block it, feel free. What's holding priority here? Oh yeah, the Valky. The Valky with 0 mana. I really don't like that holds priority. Kind of annoying, but it's all good. Let's go to the sideboard here. Let's find a learn card. And what's it going to be? We'll probably end up taking... what's probably the most helpful here? I guess let's make something really big. Really big and give it vigilance. Don't care if you want to block this. Have at it. Comes right back. We'll take it. You're telling me we get another ooze back? I'll take that all day. That's value. That's a value train right there. That is a value train, baby. Deadly Oh, Deadly Brew. Okay, so I had to sacrifice a creature, huh? Interesting. Well, the jelly keeps coming back over time, so I think that's more value in the long run, so we keep it alive as long as we can. Alright, that seems fine for me. That seems totally fine to me. Alright, we go here, and then we go Anatomy. It's about to get real. It's about to get real. Good luck with that one. Got a jelly, it's a 4/4. Good luck. Good luck. And if you want to kill my people, it makes it a 5/5. Shoot. Say less, fam. Say less. You're lucky that's got Menace. Alright, let's go Seeker's Chariot. Why not make it a 6/6 with Trample, you know? And we can crew the Seeker's Chariot to block too, by the way, which will be really sweet if they want to run something into our creatures now. Not much they could do to get through this wall of creatures at this point. Wouldn't mind an inscription or a what else? What would we want to see? Probably a ranger class, so we can, you know, try to alt the ranger class to level 3, and then we could see the top of our decks for some extra value. That could be cool. A lot of cool cards we could draw here. Actually, a lot of helpful cards. We're in a really good position to succeed. So just playing the jelly next turn too for whatever amount, like 4 or 5, like that's pretty big. That's pretty big time. Could play it for 4 and then just activate the Seeker's Chariot, get in there, create some more cats. That seems pretty sweet. Could be getting the rope treatment, don't know. Might be just digging through their sideboard to really try to find a solution here, but could easily be getting the rope treatment here. If you don't know what the rope treatment is, when somebody gets salty when they're losing and then they just walk away from their computer and leave you there to suffer the next 20 minutes. Which looks like this might be the case. We might have to make a little edit here. We'll see you guys on the other side. Okay, and we're back, I think, for a second at least. All right. Our turn. We're definitely getting roped, by the way. This is gonna only last a second before they rope us again. All right, we activate this off of this. Say go and get in there. And put the 1/1 counter here. Actually, oh, we gotta copy first. Copy, put the 1/1 counter here, give it vigilance. That way they need a block with at least 3 of those to try to kill this Seeker's Chariot. But yeah, we're being roped. So like I said, we'll see you guys again. We'll make another jump cut here, so it might be a little abrupt, but here we go. All right, it looks like that's gonna be game. I guess it's gonna go through with the attacks. There we go. Perfect. All right, well, we have a salty opponent. It happens. It happens more than I'd like to say, but it does. But that's going to do it, guys. What a weird set of games. I hope you guys still enjoyed this gameplay, but let's break this deck down a little bit and talk about it a little bit, and then finish it out with some final thoughts. See you guys there. That's going to do it for today's video, guys. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today and sticking through to this video all the way to the end. It really means the world to me. And before we dive in and talk about the deck a little bit on how we liked it and how we maybe want to change up some stuff, before we do that, I just want to say thank you so much for making it this far into the video. If you're here, that means you guys watched a very long and tedious video, and that means the world to me, because the longer you're here, the YouTube algorithm loves to see that. They pump my video out to more people, so thank you so much. But anyways, let's dive in. Let's talk about it, guys. So the ooze, or the jelly. I keep calling it the ooze, guys. The jelly is amazing. Love this card. I actually wouldn't mind seeing this in other shells other than the just the Selesnya counter, you know, the basic Selesnya counters that we're always used to seeing. I would like to see this in a more creative style of shell, maybe like a life gain shell where you get counters added to your creatures whenever they gain life. This could be pretty cool, but really like the deck a lot. And believe it or not, I think the Seeker's Chariot late edition was really good for the deck. It has probably the least amount of synergy here, but I think the addition of the Seeker's Chariot was phenomenal. I think it helped a lot with just getting the games over with and ending them. I think the Inscription of Abundance was MVP. Probably even add a 4th one of these is probably really smart. Things that we wouldn't mind cutting. I think the Shambler was a little weak, to be honest. I think the Pupil definitely wins the spot over the Shambler whenever I get a start in a game, but I think it was a little weak. And also the Luminarch Aspirant's awesome, but it was also kind of weak. Like, it's easy to get rid of, and it only gives 1 counter at a time, which is really nice if you can stack them, but 1 at a time is pretty tough. I don't know. I just don't know what I would put in their respective places. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have a really low curve, which is really nice. Being able to kick the Abundance almost every time was really nice. I feel like it's running about as smooth as it can for a Selesnya counters list in 2022, but I'm sure there's ways to make this a little better, and I'm sure you guys have all kinds of ideas. So definitely let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of the deck and how you can make it even better. As always, I love reading those comments, and I love the engagement as well, because the engagement helps as well on these channels. So thank you guys all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And before you guys go, as always, huge special is all I can really say here. It's like the shout out to the Marty Mob, guys. The Marty Mob is our membership program here on the channel, and they support the channel financially through a $4.99 membership. and it helps a lot with everything as far as the channel goes on growth and what I can do moving forward as far as switching to full-time eventually down the road. It's pretty far down the road, but it's a start, and you guys are amazing, and I really appreciate you guys supporting the channel. And I do have a new box opening of D&D coming. We're trying to get the money together to get a box, get it here, and then hopefully we'll have it in the next month, and we can do a box opening for you guys. But there are exclusive videos, if you guys don't know, for the Marty Mob. There are exclusive videos for me opening up packs and boxes for you guys that only you get through being a member. But if you want to know more about it, hit the join button down below next to the subscribe button, or you can hit a link in the description if you don't see that. But I would really appreciate it. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate you a lot, and we'll see you guys on the next video Wednesday, and then we'll also see you back here on the live stream Wednesday. Till next time, peace.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Selesnya, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. Where's the upload, man? Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah.